eti wo kai before say ye be da de lumba yi emna ye bo tente wo Kumase na samre kro na court so atena se e won kan enema bi ko so e ma che say within a short time no U10 bi esanso be pie mu na dia e na ko so na dia so kra na ma me akusu abrempoma mo ahotoso ene papa shi mo ofaya poku mo e mo ofaya poku be ka say mashegu am a head boy no obekai unim say omuko police station ema police etimi mo extract na sa extract no enetimi emo mo vem emo mutimi court nso e grant omo junction no e de ma wo mo na busu e de na si ya enam so a e ma niema etimi dame sa prekope abusu ha guso e Daily Gossip TV enkrofo di nkomo audios epiepie yenti bi ne mfana.
So apart from say police no betimi na court no individual no so report here betimi na court say it mean na court say ya sem say ne wo ho na ye dia call down police so ye mo hwehwe mu ema ebia ebusuane section bi say anasa asimesi anasa obentin say ono de eyiye no obeso oye what you say na emum ya sem ne ewo police wonti ye be say court so be ma emre ama hwehwe mu na eden akoso what you say see either of the two ni na no you're right but me mama ka de wo mu no kure wo mu nche mu say emra family no edi ekwesiki for injunction we Accra no me de minimum say police mo extract police mo bibia che say no kweso mu ye nhwehwe mu me sure pa say eno kwa kan on mo case mu ye du a initially no judge no grant injunction no what you say na mu me che ni de see ni see what you say into funny baby so no one say Ghana ho no say insakese ho untimi
okay thank you very much omaye we now obi idea kwesi awie no as the police for now to call back to a judge another magistrate to tell them say near investigation near her no makwa could I say no another judge can assume the body back.
Oh, so and no crumple the near too late too.
Oh, yeah, too late. Some minutes.
And no quite
too late. Said I don't catch a anonymous Calvin. Say first a legal wife. Say it can happen for 19 years. You can still take a body out.
Could be 19 years. Quite they say so. Do all crowd like a trim hand to any day. And look at it too late. But once a Kobe.
Also, we don't have the resources for all that.
Hey, Ghana, you say almost South Africa. Police want to catch be taking in the mobile. What I say? It's maybe sir. The legal wife was a moose kapao.
Kobe, it is not all about the money, but say decision be what team legal wife take care. Also, munyabutre. Na mu pu bi o ti ade na se na o cheche o kwan what you say
Brian how
don't worry he say for PhD for pa he say
Ghana na so
he say police yes he foul now check the police omo check your man
Kobe mama ma clear example bi Kobe here o kai dey na say kwatna UTV no
yeah that guy yeah
mama control ti me on enye say bia me blow me all horn but in die kakra training kakra menya no so obi ka asem bitimi hu nipa ni intent ene die enoma wa hyehyɛ what you say okay ana me fro ti legal wife platform bi so na catch am say asem akwa weekend mama mfa ne tra no ankasa be akɔ solar bansa e de na kɔ ayinfo nanim minya ka pemano esikura na legal wife obo tuguye so what minya hwe but at the end of the day no ayinfie wo na nsem ye basa no ono ane na hyehyɛ akiri enye ono ane na ode larba na my friends mentia wo
And then okuta the bag okuta yi.
What you say?
That bag don't for video in Chreme that they be.
Oh, inti legal wife for munya botre. So adasina mo platform bi so na metie na me share with you mo. Ana lady be friend or be make some suggestion bi. Miss na no ensi kra.
No matter good.
Sisters mu bi aso na no. What you say?
Only me the anxiety. The tennis.
It is not all about Kikemu. It is not all about attempt. You free the attempt and solve a problem.
I'm like I need team legal wives for the deal. So person can some chair. O say team legal wives or more hot platforms be all.
Now can
o de tie. E bia na o message important be pa. Now what steady a show more tire was what. Omuni sa dio so live ne ye cool pa. O say live bia okoso a ye key people bi omude bi omugina so. Na wakodi e mesa ankofo ne ba ku say oh upese o de message ma e bia dio so live no waboni din. E very important upese oni nipa no. E kasa na sa upese ono ene wo kasa wo message bi wo the message ni masa nipa na o de be ma de so live no because omo nim wa sa busy platform enye easy so o be fa o sa because omo nko for most of the time no omo gina so a omo ni kasa one of bi na bi a omo afefa other people but e bi a wo important message bi a utime share e bi a te se ahase kwesi ha se face it me oba ha pa legal wife me taba hapa bia opese onya kwesi ha e made bia oba ye mfa wo betime di me face se opese o de message bi makwesi oya okọ na yi mu a ohu a obedo wo bekasa na message kro no wa pass no on the American what you say
yeah Matthias me das pa Matthias ba on say me asma pesa me kan say on say kwesi ha say ni see no on any opportunities because of say Kwesi has been strategic. What you say?
Yeah.
Say Kwesi platform a platform mamen kase yana mention yana pese me ye yana pese me careful pa yana pese me careful pa like one say okay mamen can say as a Kwesi
ani kabrofo
oh any brofo but e be once atemnidie ni hani ade what you say enuntina and it was a hanomo bano be share or like almost share more thoughts utimi say a twasu munia de atemidi bi enim e clean e neat what you say so enutina ye num say new opportunity e ba ha no senka eye rough ride ne o ha there like gidigidi ne o ha an go for gusupa e bia wonya so opportunity no but the make can say team legal wife it is time say e was say a more strategic and yet like gidi no never solve a problem what you say ana gidi ni crampo efficiency say gidi no problem say na etimi solve but what you can say and maybe a be strategic akrebi no eno matimi fa kakra maye what you say
also nansen omu moves nyina aye quiet name nipa dodo posen nenim se abusuafo no kra de to park be court and
court yeah.
What does they say, David? Sorry for yawning. I say I think they've been strategic. Our lawyer, the family, and Mami Akusia Sewa has been very strategic in their dealings, and I think it's yielding results. And it is all TV. So I think that they should just leave it there. It means someone and a lawyer no say lawyer ne do the ababontin no it's enough for us to talk about. We don't need any extras. Next court the lawyer and baba to abontin then we deliberate on it. I think that alone is okay. Ufu so wunim bibi a back door the ufu so trusting no na na koka ya fe na obegina live so abe pensen say mo ame ehu so na anim. You were the first person to break. And no up until now. Because I mean him say and yen say na come our opponent to who next move.
David.
Oh. Why me kind of maybe etimi hye pa omo ma court first no. Na ye te say na kwesi mu nyina say no mo enyam ba mu say na kwesi na wo Facebook me bo a Kwesi, wado.
Yeah.
No Facebook, but no maha. That time na Yesu ba mu nyina ohun. Enyambe ba na a lot of people nyambe ba mu. Entina ni bo se court nsem no na some people were close to the lawyers then. Now for mo the next move abeto ho. No mo di say abeto ni ade. Well, I mean obi ni ma obi che. Now we've learned our lessons, and I guess our lawyers too have learned their lessons, and so far so good. Elias say ewo ho by ante ho asema. Some people knew, but almost also decided so mo come not to mo beka ho asema. Yeah, and I think it's a good thing. I mean, all Mami Akusia Sewa supporters, what's your assembly na yeah, and fan betudwa. They will feel say udi tudwa harmless no. Wait me the about betudwa, but they won't name say harmless or any harmless no. Just keep it to yourself. I mean, we are not competing with anybody. I'll be first, I'll be breaking na baby, because at the end of the day, our sole aim is for the woman to be victorious. So if shutting up is what is going to help us attain our goal, I think that's what we should all be looking out for. Nti Manuel si obi timi aka. Face it. The only man police for no prega. Face it ya so pani.
So for Bentley, not so for Bentley Abaso.
So for Bentley.
Hi, good morning. Mr. Kakramit, I can say I think the MBA syndrome is also killing us gradually. Me buy a chair, me na me share where I say, and you know, that sort of thing. Yenka say ebia monya dear, but it doesn't really matter. So what I say, or the other side, like relating to numbers, we have the numbers. But we need to learn from them, and that is what some of the team legal wives and whatever the whole fraternity, that is what we lack. We have the numbers, we have in Nimdi we have people supporting it, even though a lot of people are not showing their faces just to say be almost supported, but they really do. But because of Yeni, they cannot really, disclose who they really are. But trust me, a lot of people do. But I'll share the other side and money as much as what we have in connection with numbers. But one thing I've learned from them is they're very strategic. But Obe can be BCC and the way I'm Obe Jojo, the way some people will sort of ridicule you, like, I said, Unabe Chedi, until it came to a point of Mantokwane Denk Accra, very easy, too complicated because everybody has turned into a legal practitioner. BB and I see we know too much, and that is what happens when you know something too much. Your opponent can use that against you. Oshoma, and also compared to side, but they're very strategic. You're very quiet about some certain things, some certain issues, the way on the front the way on the was not take your surprise. Now we're not the same members of team legal wives or not we could see other platforms so now I just ask myself, like, seriously, but every little thing we will come out, and I'm break your way first, and I'm year way first, and like the sort of self-glorification. And I'm thinking, what about person-centered care? At the end of the day, and what is the focus on? The focus on is on one person, which is your Mami Akusia Sewa. But right now, as will be up so loud. Now look at what is really happening. Now to that nobles and that. Now let's set confusion in the midst of our enemies or our opponents. Almost normally be able to do you understand? And to remember, I've learned so much from them. Say it's not about the quantity to get something done, but it's about the quality, and that is what they have, and no doubt about it, they have it. And to me, we are part of door. And now which they achieve baby, but it's about how strategic you are and it's about the quality of whatever that you want to execute and the amount results. Come me feel think numbers and then my results there, and then no when it but a long time ago. But it's about the quality of people that you have. You know, and you're training, I'm with training, and how are you guys work together? And you see, be every little thing now, but out. Now, my whole chrome on to my body, and as I'm be Simon to my body in a public domain, and you know, my result, it doesn't yield nothing, you know. But it's about sometimes even the Bible talks about your secret is your weapon. And your mom, you're quiet, and I love your mama so much. So what you say? Sometimes they way being Democrats because then your mama you too soft and not saying oh yeah way. No, OPI different. We are all here. Nobody can you say they have the US military has carried this mission to get rid of Osama bin Laden. It was a very quiet movement. It was a very quiet operation. It was a quality one. And by the time they realized on what execute your mission, and that is how it came to the public domain, and you won't say, oh, operation will require the ACOSO. So what I say, that is how you manage to win battles with your opponent. If you think the US military yet this very sensitive operation way no. At the end of the day, look at how it was done. Then it became, you know, in the space of the public domain. That is how you win your opponent. Like my brother said, say you convey very important information. Look at the way you've been obey Jojo. You know, I thought I call other platform no krana my submission krana. Nobody knows you from Adam. But to make us a drop on or free the other side. Absolutely preposterous. Like in Kwalabera, no. You know, and to make me feel very, very disrespectful, despicable.
Well, I have a submission, yeah, me ma other lady who are hey. Kwesi knows me, I believe face it musuni me ne kobi no man no munimio. They know that I'm from Mami Akosia Sewa side. But sometimes I'm very blunt. I because I'm Mami Akosia Sewa does not mean say such chinchina sembia can be a me cause her direction no. Mean tessa sometimes no yeah me I am where the BS do I say realistic? I think I'm realistic. Inti platform being a me call yeah, and I'm a cocker say so free at that camp, but I'm being free at that camp me but asem no sana ye me view sana me huno. Now I want to add to something that you just said. Let's take this as an example. You have two groups of people. Two groups of people, 6 people in each group, right? Group A and Group B. Group B is being paid to perform. And Group A is not paid but performing. Which group do you think? Group B, no? We've had somebody from Group B who has come out to say, that's our evidence, to say and to show phone calls and audio messages and Momo receipts to as an evidence to show that Group B is being paid. So now we have that Group B is being paid and Group A is not paid. Rather, Group A is even generating monies to fund that same situation. Which group do you think can be controlled? Mr. Bentley, this question goes to you. Hello.
Yeah, can you see your question? I'm sorry, now me.
Okay, there are two groups of people.
Quick one. Yes.
There are 2 groups of people, 6 in each group.
Yes.
Group A and Group B. Group B is being paid, financed.
Yes.
To do whatever they are doing. And Group
Yes.
A, on the other hand, is not paid, but rather they are generating monies to finance the situation. It's the same situation between A and B, but B is being paid and A is not paid. Rather, A is generating money to solve the same issue at stake. Which group do you think can be controlled?
Of course, the one has been paid because you have been paid to do something.
Exactly, that is
Yes.
our problem from day
Yes,
one.
I want to even show you be at your. I don't need a problem, no. Yes. Into what can be crying almost is you over the wayside, the way you just in cross 7 yard or something. To be honest with you, I think that we need to. You also say any opponent in a year and an opponent in a normal condition, you are paid to do something, and normally we all know if you have been paid to do something now in a year. You can be, I can easily terminate your contract because at the end of the day, you're not giving me the results that I'm looking for. And into show man, you're very strategic. Because you know why? Because when people lose to the already, one I work is so good in my own pay. And if I've been paid to do something that's kind of about, of course, they say I'll go extra mile. I will do more research. Maybe because I'll continue to enjoy what I'm getting. So what I say, and that is why they are always, that sort of. I'm not here to sort of give them any sort of appraisal. But what I'm saying is that, and we all can attest to it. So when you are being paid to do something, you do it well because when you will be pushed aside. So what I say, and that is the reason why we need a proper structure because in cross the seminar yard also too much. We need to have a very robust, structure. Even those we've come together. We are all funding all this. Mission by ourselves and everything. But doesn't mean we don't have any. We don't have to, have a proper structure. That this is what we go by. This is what we want to go by. This is our policy and our procedure we are going by. So what I say, but we are funding ourselves. We'll be intimate then I'm very sorry we have a long way to go. And we have to be open-minded too as well. We'll be about platforms, because no AC. Platform because they can easily predict way over the other side. That is not nice. This is not how you win battles and everything. That is what I can say for now. That's it. Thank you.
Very, very good submission by Reverend Bentley. And there is a saying say whoever feeds you controls you. And why Hannah says our point in a very well. And one thing I always say is beginning your things right. And I'm like no my who is here. Maybe it can be the doing of the Lord, but then on the second note, I think we have to get back to the drawing board. We cannot use the strategy a first one, which is those consistent the terminates I'm be brain boy for my because it is believed say when I share now different approach about we have analytical people who can make deductive reasoning out of situation. And some people cannot fit within this group of thinking minds. And because if we are analytical people, the Ghanaian populace, they are in for sensationalism. We are analytical, they don't want to be around you. We are going to say worldwide stories. You catch them for no majedi. But we are analytical now. Say no, this thing cannot happen. Then people decide to boycott you. The platform right there may making it such a way say be able to my any views without being like felt like own feelings will be attacked or in any way. Be a in a professional way. Now baby others so watch here no. So be who say no. This class of team legal wives no. Elite class they don't descend into the gutters like some people do. Respectfully. We do our things in a professional way. Say class action if we take here, we take it. If you say analysis, we bank certain narrative be our outsider. We use the facts available and then we crash it down. It won't be easy, but then that's it, because people have been weaponizing that sensationalism for a while. I'm trapped. Obi harbor hate for the other because of these kind of things. People who are like, by no means, someone because of how to direct our energy to know, anywhere to direct it to know. Amankofu direct victims. Probably they may not know. Information ain't verifiable. We put it out, and like some of us know. Face legal action. If you face legal action, can you substantiate some similar area out of like exuberance or whatever? No, with him substantiate. Can you prove it in court? New class of team legal. No? You should like there should be a paradigm shift from this old style of dealing with issues. No, if you really want to go global, we should put our issues in perspective. The moment we are arguing with someone or making a case, now a taxa, it lose substance, and the other party can play with your emotions that you are an emotional person and you cannot reason. That's what, when I came on TikTok, that's what I saw. First time. We should be very accommodating, especially among ourselves. So the other side, accommodating to them. Within ourselves, we should be very accommodating. And go forward, they don't have any reason to fight for whatever they are fighting for. But they are doing that. They are being paid. And if they are being paid, how much more we that are doing it out of love? People have not slept for 10 months. Others are having sickness. It has not even shown within their body, but it's there. After all is said and done, then you effect in the best statistics. You have not been sleeping for 10 months. I mean, proper sleep. You have a juma or a juma facing issue because of that same way. And others are like using this one as a money-making machine. Whilst others are suffering emotionally, others are hurt. Others identify themselves with the woman. Say, this woman, like, some of them see their mother in them. Now, it be musu weaponize it. Such situation way. It's so sad. Like, I don't know. If it's not about them, then all hell should break loose. Meanwhile, the woman is the reason why we are all like meeting and deliberating on issues. People should reason at this point and let those speculative talk, it won't bring anything. Yeah, focus see what Mama Sewa. Mama Sewa is just an example for the modern woman, for a man, how a man should live with a wife and how a woman should not die, like sacrifice her happiness for a man. I only appreciate, You shouldn't take it as a joke, as a aton keke na ye kebia man keke. The same no more ya pa bet. Can be bad now. I say people will say oh why emotional, but then it hurts. A lifelong journey, it cannot be just quantified on this within this short time frame. And I hope in say Mameno in the coming days, people can engage her if everything settles her. Now on getting autobiography, no on-trail book from her own rendition, like the Ofemu with Papano, how Miti Papano life, even if she can even talk about only that Lumba life cry until that Lumba pass away and forgetting about whatever is happening now, it's okay for us because for whatever is happening now, no, we have K and KK who have like Omache story, no. Now the story is out there, it's documented. So, but my minute in the story neighbor until that we can complement the two. And I hope that book will be very a very hot cake will market in so. To me short make Accra mekan because I rehosem. Kobe, what join the way over so kasa?
What's it
Yeah, Kobe, I know.
Okay. Me chair obi bia over. When I queen yamoda odia mama say me express me, you know. Me side of, you know, I would want to take this from a different perspective, you know. Time and when we look at stuff that are going on, there's one thing I would request. I wouldn't go like the way others are going. Me find from different perspective. Osha somewhere there are 4 categories of people who are following this issue. One, ubia ibiane mami a victim, and as ibia mami nankasa a victim of, you know, this marriage issues and stuff. And you ubi nano say or kasa, you definitely know where she's coming from. Secondly, ubia maybe papa penimu bi ono de say Kolato to fefe no person de on your modeda abra wawari o nti ono so bi na no kasa on this matter ube say ono so free baby. And a third obi a ebi ababa wa na mame penimu bi ono o me boni bi ono de o say ono de nimba on person ne babe ware kronkron nti omo fefa ho enjiji nkofu kun no more say warrior and stuff like that. In the to be no kasa ubehu. And the last person ubia or no there, and he or she is benefiting from this chaos, all these tantrums. Inti ebia for some likes and as ebia nesike bi onya wichin inti, that is why I also did this very issue. But you know, when we share these 4 categories of people say ocean across her, it all boils down to what we call morality and justice. You know, I say be our own person occur. In this dispensation, when you look at Ghana, the way we do our things are quite different from Sebi Abrofono. Even our culture is totally different from Abrofono. And one thing I've noticed is that Ghanaians only think about physical abuse. We think you can abuse you know, that is all we know. But they don't know about emotional abuse. We don't take mental health serious. Inti or baby ekwa wari mukrana se obemane nyama fata. Say bi anya se obunumpu. One neglect woman no, emotionally no, she's down, like the mental health we don't look at that side more, because and to say that most of our say we share a culture now. Yes, in as much as a man in your privileges, but we don't really look at, say, we are empowering women. We see empowering women as a form of competition. Say, a mom chance, you know, we are empowering them. No, emergency say be a quality or something like that. And that has been a hallmark for a very long time. So when you look at your culture and somewhere demeaning these women and stuff like that, and it's not really helping and stuff like that. So much what I say. I'm taking it from a different perspective. Ushemu, yeah. What we have to do is some of us haven't been to law school before. You know much about law. It will expect omnium about law and stuff. And to say Ghana for her. If really we want things to go on well, now you empower women and stuff like that. The main thing is better that side. And see one more oba life. Say we a team legal wife or whatever. Now oba be didi for them and stuff. Men for us sir, because some of us know victims. But they don't know how to come up from it. We are not really educating them on how to go about stuff. It is very, very difficult. And I see a sister be on warrior say. That is why I don't condone a didia term this anyamano. Because you mu be a bana young warrior no. Ye nim nyama bibre. Nti mpenifo na sabi say woman warrior no. Akoso no mo chere. Say we will live in harmony. Say bana warrior kremo how to treat women well. Let me tell you, most Ghanaians, remember they don't know how to treat women well. Yeah, they say, oh, yeah, remember they have power over a man, into a bit man. But I don't think marriage should be like that. Marriage should be more of like enjoyment. Like marriage is beautiful. It should be beautiful, but in our culture, no, we give them, like we make the man so supreme in such a way, say looking down on women, which is very wrong. And you say, any obafu for crack or she baby na or born a him and stuff like that, be few cry society in a way, no, which is very wrong. And see, a memo now more but to say, yeah, na yaban. What are they teaching us? So okay, a waru ba crane obey fear. Yes, yeah, Beman, we can treat her anyhow. And I don't go by the way, say, some of the team legal wives, ne buffoni, we no, say, it was, more, how should I even put it? Say, more serious with it. Now, you see, you pay justice, we should be constructive enough. And yet, the attempt, no, and yet, so be minimum, Sanyama, because one more opposite side, no. They are not thinking about morality. There to them, no. Yet me jobi kunkra, yeah. Now why will be no? I also you are seeking for justice, no. You need to let them know what is morality. So what I say, and see, if you look at all these things that are going on, I'm just say one in sema, you can control this anyamano. Ubanta rightly. It's not about insulting others and fighting and stuff like that. No. Say if we really want justice in Kwadia, when you look at Ibusiampeni submission and Inyama Okeka Fama Miakusha Sewa, only base be under normal circumstances that Lumba cry is anyway. We don't even know. And we are making it look like the country is becoming lawless. Obia to me, Fitama me biasa, but Fitama I won't be seen now. Me say Obia who ni baby seen. Michael Jackson crown no cry or your world famous. Or the make say it's a minsurum poor. After Jesus Christ, Michael Jackson no famous. On going in baby is no. Na that lumba why to me maybe is no. So what I say, it is very, very wrong. So see, we really want to seek justice. We need to be constructive enough. We need to learn how to empower women. Now, there are younger ones like us from our for. Info platform more of education, like we should educate people no muhu cry womb. Well, send a beer, or baby, that you baby, young Koyan Basa Wariase. Just an Mamma Kusha say, wow, or film Musino. Says, say, Mamma Kusha say, wow, or about anything. Well, nti me that's it. Me nkasa bebre. Me that's it.
Nini ube make comment ana.
Yeah, my friend is saying, and I really, Kobe, thank you so much, and everybody, like whoever has contributed, and I'll say this in to add to what Kobe have said. One thing that I realize with our people is right, and they are sorry them. BPI can be a nyami room. Want to say, oh nyami do more. All those things, but we don't really believe in God as we usually know. Like yedinya misem editor yanono. And yen kenkai Bible, nasi kenkai so it doesn't look as if we really do understand the Bible that we are reading. Yen could be kind about morality, and I just want to add this to it. So kenkai Bible, right? In Genesis. The first thing that God established after creating the world, after speaking this earth into existence, was marriage, union, partnership between Adam and Eve. Not Adam, Mary, Martha, Eve. Adam and Eve. Before even management, after creating the two of them, that is when he gave the command that they should They should take dominion over the earth and replenish it. They should subdue it. It's establish union and son or catch us and yamediama muni monye monshasho namu and multiply. But yet it seems like we do not understand it. And a be pre-nadi, oh na David, and a Solomon, and a won't count, forgetting that the things that they did, there were consequences to what they did. They were punished for it. There were things that, although, yes, David, whenever or ye bibino or call yankopon honum, with a repentant heart, sincere heart, anyankopon the chair no na say or ye be free na kwemuno doesn't mean that yankopon he lets his wrong go away. Okun obi a ofa na ire akwala na omo no. What did God do? God took that child. David had to mourn and lament over that child. It's the feels up on na any and so sometimes I get confused. Do we just go to church for your friend and says our prophecies now as before the Maya what exactly do we go to church for? You're quite sorry, not your friend is saying we respect the man of God, we worship the man of God instead of worshiping the God that we are there to serve. Masama making an sankanyami and we would say the way I see pass sorry I didn't mona. It has some way in him say this is truth and this is a lie. This is good and this is bad. Look, we are fighting for Mamia Kusia, and I applaud each and every one. I applaud each and every one how we've all come together to support the truth, to support Mamia Kusia Sewa with everything that this woman has gone through and still going through. I want to thank each and every one. Omo shasie, omo chuchi, omo ye yama ye mubi eti ya yesu ye ba ebe join it. We want to thank them all. But like Bentley Kai, there should be structure. If there is no structure, we can't move forward. If there is no structure, there will always be chaos. If there is no structure, these people will stand there and laugh at us. It is just my plea that we all work together. And when the structure, when the structure is done and they bring out the leaders, all we need to do is to fall in line. We need to fall in line and work with them. And this say because we are simunyanse nipa bakutim. And just because what doesn't mean say somebody cannot come and pick it up and make it better. There are a lot of people with skills. There are a lot of people with different talents. There are so many of us. Bibrina Obia brings something on the table. My weaknesses could be your strength. My strength could be your weaknesses. Whatever it is, let's just work together. In a young person, it is so feel say near Obi and wound to me. Don't try to push yourself and don't try to force yourself there. Try to pick your lane. And when you pick your lane, at least please abide to the rules and regulations. Abide to the policies and procedures. Because most of us, you understand me? Ejumama and Crawford. So when you juma crown more be crown now, one case away juma crown. What set rules? I don't think is that you would want anybody to go against your rules and regulations, against your standards, against your vision, against the goals that you have set. Into misstraying, team legal wives, misstraying. Say, you better work it together and fall in line. And I pray that, like as we are moving forward, none of us would shy away, but rather work together for the better good. Because Mamia Kosia Sarah's cry is our cry. And it's not just about Mamia Kosia Sewani Air Kosu, because these things have been going on for years. But Nyankopon to expose in Nyama Bibra Koso for all so many years how are widows are suffer, marriage women, legal marriage women are suffer. Ebinu mohono mwa ya warrior money akwakofa ema different. Na ubehwe na ne de akola we aba na de parade no. Ebi wono kwabia ma me no kra wanwo. Enye se wo na wanwo no eye se any fault of hers so. But ebia be man be kwakofa akola bi na wo keka no obehu no maybe stress crying na wanwo na afa na ne de nkola nanam nani so. Na afi be man be wu na guess what? Na waye mobo no te ho because we nyaba. Like, sometimes I try to think about all of these things. We say, hey, ebi no so cry no omo no te say mama akose se wo no wa wo. And so still no be man na yeden akwa nichi. Sa me pemma bebre te say ase nkwala na yede omo kwa echima. Yeden. But we cannot dwell so much on the wrong because it's already been done. At the end of the day, and what we need to do going forward, Mami Akosha said, "What situation is exposing Ghana? Let's use it to work and better our systems. Your judiciary system, we know that it's so broken. Obia Kotieska, guess what? Ni edia samomano. And I thank God that gradually it's getting better. We're throwing lights, and we shouldn't stop throwing the lights. But we got to do it in a professional way. We got to let the lawyers do their job. And Yanka Sanso, we need to give Mamia Kosia room to breathe. And he said, Yadi arehoni bikano. Yes, sir. Guess what? Then we are defeating the purpose. We are really defeating the purpose as to what we are doing. No? We are defeating it. It's a me yemfa areho en kano. na nene ye ko na into toya by yentem na me sure so teacher or dream say why are these people doing this? I thought they are with me. No, we shouldn't let her cry inside. I know she's stronger than what we think or what we see. But guess what? Oyenipa say, yeah, we think we have feelings. She has feelings too. So let's protect her by standing together and working together in love, in unity. I don't know.
Yeah, that was it. Nana Kuredu. I was on Kasai for a while. Oh, how with him, I make you submission. Facet. Oh,
Wow.
so I do so. I do so.
Yeah, and I think said I'm more about I think partnership and what else I think said yeah, cause some certain people, I think Bentley was the one saying that, right? So certain people you can tell from the Ombeka, no one who said they are in because of their self-interest and other things. To say be on a man or benefited from the side chick lifestyle. Inti bonene wo ho krampa onim se bonene wo ho ade ye de ye ono a ompeno still opeso ye. And there are some people, like for example, there are some people who are side chicks and things, but onim se ade we ye de ye na ye ne denti onkoye. So maybe who say it's not even because of like side chickness and your money or people are they have trauma supporting and stuff like that. At the end of your bonnie, papa, like you know what I mean? But then at the same time, there are certain people who don't see good as good. I think they are born bad. Inti adena who say you're born no who say you're the papa. And this is so boy. So it's getting to a point at this point, you know. I feel like say and you know and set a precedent to like some of the things that are happening now. Yeah, society, no. I said, in Chiriwana Mobano will come and be learning the wrong way. Yeah, dear. What I say? The wrong way of like family structure, the wrong way of like busia penny baye bibi wo obusiemu anase bibi sano. And there could be a lot of intimidations and unfairness and things like that going on. So me wanna say at the end of the day, no. I say like we shouldn't give up. We should continue. We shouldn't allow the pettiness and the division to kind of, prevent us from uniting. Also, for example, make I say na you started say about court no be reporting. But yet Gina Hane about and a way can say and me who say we platform or yes say no the way at them there. They were there and there was almost a lot of people listening. They want to see us bashing each other than to actually focus on the actual issues, to see how we can solve this issue from happening again and to be like an example in society, right? Inti me who say at the end of the day, no. The OBIO say team legal or like team lion or say they no. We should just ignore all of that for now and just focus on the real goal and mission we have for now. What I say? I don't know if you agree with me. Maybe I'm going on a little bit of a tangent, but
just by the way, my by how?
When?
I'm not Nini Casana. My by semi inviting, but I'm the one. If you are not person Casa.
Yeah, I am. I don't think so. I mean, who's on the crowd? Basro have a casa like that on personal.
And Mama could just say when you are so by me invited us.
Auntie Grace.
Yes.
Oh, okay. No, what platform this so there is a good problem. Like it's a platform I baha. I'm saying like Mintanko too many other platforms because I have no bar.
we are actually looking at the issues, to kind of like analyze the issue at hand. Well, than say maybe their time, maybe say it's like some people just go to certain platform to insult just to release their own personal stress. If they are going through the same thing, or they are in the household that BB say air coso. So at the end of the day, no, hold on. Sorry. Until almost certain platforms could they attempt just to release their own kind of stress. But I know I'm buying, because I think say if there's that type of unity, we let all those petty things go, and we are kind of more structured. Obi krabas no be kika san your man no ale some besi make akone say yesra hanu me nyesa no see make akrono, because one customer who say doing the same thing. I think you were saying something, say as he the same thing and it's not yielding any result, right? So as the saying goes, doing the same thing expecting a different result is what? Insanity. And I'm a boy. And at this point, we should follow this other strategy. And I think other platforms and they follow the same thing we are following here. It's true that certain people or platforms also maybe know how to kind of analyze certain, like this case or anything like that into the onimani say be or by attack it. But at the end of the day, even if you don't know it, you can invite other people from other platforms, from Team Legal, to come to your platform. We have some of them, lawyers and other stuff, and I think that can also not be an excuse, just because they can't analyze, they can't do this, they can't do that. But they do know that we're a community, and that someone here questions to get a better understanding. They know where to find those people. And also so it's me, when say organization, any structure, no, it's a major issue, to be honest with you.
Call me back or send me a flyer be. Then it is about the restructuring of Team Liga. What I say, but then
okay.
I don't know how it's gonna work with the restructuring. If they want to like make it like North America Team Liga is different from other places, we are having the respective leaders. Yeah, then they will all those leaders will meet, and it will be a united Team Liga. Maybe North America, Canada, America. Like they have their leaders, maybe two from each. Let's say okay, we can take even the North America as one. Then maybe Europe. Then
I don't think it's going to work, Sewa. Sewa
is very optimistic. You come up and give us reasons why it will work.
I don't see it working, because the BN say me on says the thing I like about the West is
discipline cannot be enforced. What you are saying. Because it's not like we are all in one place, and it's not like Obika to do something. You see the other side, no. As you guys already said, no. Someone is being paid to do a work. If Onye Nejumeya and now also take instructions from their boss. In this case, Obia like self-service and or they some particular course, no. So how are you going to stop someone from talking about I say okay, then totally I'm not part of the Liga, but I'm a part of Marcus. I say wow. Okasa, what can you do? And that also the social platform also gaining lovers. Until those lovers will still be with that person. What I say? Until whatever happens. So I think like the Nipa or Yenadrin say Obega there against Mama Kusia say then unanimously we all come together and push the person away. say onye part of us anymore, or a team leader or a fake team leader, you're exposed no simple than this. They compare a leadership, and it's good to have leaders which is some way, you know, a chair control, like Emma control any message, you know, delivery, you know, you're very effective. But then
I don't agree that's gonna work. Maybe when they say we should have leaders who are not like hosting any type of social media, not BBC. They're just the background, right? So you can have leaders on the background and whatever it is, but so live and now say once in a while they could be invited to a live to kind of speak on certain things, maybe communication team or whatever. But those people should be on the back, like I said, an organization where people are speaking. Like for example, you're going to say, not to be political, but like let's say there's a political party, right? They have a lot of leaders on the back end or whatever. But at the end of the day, no, about TikTok now, about other places, they have other people in PRs, and what did they make an answer?
I get you, but in a situation there is chaos. So those who have the camera, they can do damage more. They can do more damage.
But still,
at the back
they can do damage, but they are not the people in charge of the major things happening, and maybe to me keep the team together. For example, they are not the people doing breaking news, because the communication will come on the website. It will come on teamlegalwebsite.com or .org or whatever it is. It could be on a specific social media platform. Maybe now the reading statement at home. Now it's signed by whoever is the communication, whatever. Well, now then you have a interview or information free. Now over TikTok live oh, your leaders in the crowd, let it be about auto. Now, say na koso, say na event to be a hanum na say on these dates. And update. Okay, here's the update that we are right now. This is what we need. That is when it's organized. But say you be any different. Say you Team Legal USA, Team Legal UK, Team Legal this. No, because a bedroom baby no Team US catch us say your Team Tiger. Yes, I say your Team Tiger because on no building your own fan base, you don't know the self-interest of the individual. And then at the end of the day, that's why you're doing long term. Into Team USA ni whatever now be change it to a new leader. Maybe the new leader now or your self-interest in kwa. Sikasemba na say Team UK busa Team USA say. Sika se ne ba wo hono mo ne yesi ye member ba ko BBS ni e gisa sika na ye gi akonta wo be ho na Team USA abaso edidi Team UK atem is back to square one. That's how I see it. So we should have a year like we have a treasury. I name say treasury no ni pa ya 3 edina wa account ne so. Every money I collect biano, the communication team will let us know say anytime you are sending money, this is where the money is going to go. It's not going to be on different Momo numbers. No. If you have a Cash App, is this. If you have PayPal, is Team Legal because they've registered it already. Because when it become a business, you can also get a business bank account. You can now use the same business.
Here's the thing, sir. During one of those.
Oh, I can't hold my breath. So I have a like you can tell some make free me. Yeah.
Like previous instances are, you know, like Skadi JJJ no more JJJ no, and a lady to first into here. And the next step was now we have a dedicated number and an account a big person make a contribution to Mama Kosa Sewa Ebekoneho. And that one was even an issue. Do you think it will work?
No, unless we have like an actual Team Legal account. I name said Nipa Wemo signature was what BBI they acquired him say it's going to one place. And bank record, you can't go and bribe any bank. The record will show where the money went, who withdrew the money, who signed it off. What I didn't say. And fast, but because the records are there.
And we shouldn't also only think about financial aspect. I'm talking about SSSBM, because some of them can be reckless. Normal cars, maybe NACO leading to legal issues. Then you have to expend money from the coffers of Team Legal to battle those things in court. And also, information delivery. What I say, if you are synchronized in information delivery, also platform where topic we no worker, so you are and only on say
communication team, right? Okay.
Say me kasa now kasa. On say output, people don't really hear it, but me can't. See, I'm sit there now. So kada a sound is louder than when I'm saying he. Now also a different thing. That's what I'm saying. Say is synchronized. A better jinko, a better resonate with them enko for soon said message we unti krabiti utuni to her. Oko kwesi, oko vita, oko kwenema, oko obeti wa oko Ashanti Queen, oko kobiho, oko yesubaho. The same message now. As ube go through all this platform and not the what TV biase. But she said, ube bahano a different story. We also a different story. It's like you don't know too much information and little to process.
And that's what's going to happen if you do Team USA, Team UK, Team AE. There will be different stories. But if you make it where we have leadership on the back, like back door, like communication bano obian himself and that's it, because that's where we get our communication from. We have a communication team in himself. Now this is the topic for the day. This is the topic for the week. This is the new idea solving for somebody. Right?
There comes the matter of the heart. Who is Team Legal wife member? Is this someone who show support? Or what criteria?
Oh, but say your organization. It say Ghana African.
Chrissy, ask your question again.
They say criteria of who is a Team Legal wife member or a sympathizer.
Oh, say in front of say US and you say no more be a friend Ghanaian Association and BBSA, right? So Ghanaian Association, how did they figure out you're a member? Number one, you will even have dues, right? You will also pledge to be a member. There will be for example, you provide your information,
Think also about the confidentiality of our information delivery. And some of the things, looking at normal economy, some of the information we should keep it until a certain time, then about out. Who is
the communication team as me? I'm not out until be leaky out. We know who we are going to be responsible for. Until at the end of the day, so communication team, muni social media like that, right? You guys on the back end will be they're going to be people who are respectable people, right? And they're going to be in the back end. Umbeka say, okay, this is what we're talking about. This is the topic. This is what's going on. But if you want my own fan babontin, communication team will know, say, where they am fan babontin for now. We are going to bring it out at a certain time. Even in the communication, say we have some IBA we are keeping for now, but we plan to kind of deliver around July or whatever it is. They could give a timeline, or they could say at a later time. What I didn't say. No, be a train for an update or whatever. We'll give an update, whatever they're gonna say. In from more back end, and it's going to guide us. And at back end, so they're going to have a legal team, right? There's some people who are lawyers here, right? That could potentially be part of a, no matter catch on say anyone who's team legal. Oh, Kasa, these are certain things you can't say. These are allegedly and all those things in India. Men you say, men can't uni BBB. You're too funny and I can't why your organization, because organizations have what? Meeting, conferences, whatever. What I say, yes, also to your home for home. Yes, also talk about how we can empower each other and better ourselves and give each other resources and all type of stuff. Because beyond helping others, we also, at the end of the day, let's be honest, if you're going to be part of an organization, you want to feel like you are part of a team that if anything happened, we all got they all got your back too, like maybe like a family in a way, if I can use that word. I say we are all one family. BBSCI is not only support but we support ourselves as well. Now what can all the benefits and things while we joining Team Liga, how it helps you, people testimonies, all type of things. Into me when I say a organization, and the organization should not be people who are sitting on TikTok all day long and I'm sorry to say, that's just my opinion. It should be some other people in back door.
Anyways, Nini, you wanted to come in.
Mimi, do you think it should be USA, UK, Germany, Team Australia, Team?
Yeah, I don't think there is anything wrong with it being organized based on every country. And the reason why I'm saying this is if, like, for instance, US and Canada organized something for Mami Akosia, and then she was able to come here. So if we have it for each and every country, I feel that it is good. However, we need to have, although we may have like few heads for each country, we should have like an overall head for all of the countries so that that person would be the one actually triggering down things that needs to be shared among every country leader and then what they need to share with everybody. You get what I'm saying?
I think it's true.
I get the point. That's also another good idea. As long as we have someone where, if anything, I just don't want to feel like we start doing team this, and then they start seeing themselves as, because mindset of like once they start seeing themselves, me team Germany or me team UK or like a little baby crown, and not the two countries are arguing with each other and insulting each other. What are they not saying?
But what's the name? We can't say one, right? At the end of the day, you still have people from all over. Why should there be any insult or any competition? We are all working towards one goal.
It's say bibi ayen sakasiye. Say bibi ani hwa ayen sakasiye. Besra. So be follow for more updates. We are now share videos. Ama for so anya bia hwe. No sambo homo de no follow ye. E wo other social media platforms ni so. Aha. Eguso aye Daily Gossip TV. Makam.